Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Tech Gamers World. In this video, we're going to be playing through Sabin's scenario in Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster, also known as Final Fantasy III in the United States. So here we are at the scenario picker. As you can see in this video, we have already completed the Locke, Edgar, Terra, and Bannon scenarios. And if you want to see those videos, check out the Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster playlist on my YouTube channel, and you will find those two scenario videos. So Sabin's scenario is by far the longest and most fun. So let's get to it. So what you want to do is go talk to Sabin. What dire fate has befallen Sabin, who leapt from the raft after the fight with Ultros? So if we remember, Sabin jumped in the water after Ultros when we encountered him on the Leth River. So here we are in a nondescript area of the map. So it seems we have survived our dive into the river. So let's go into whatever this little house is here. The cabin. Who are you? Howdy there. So this guy sells some stuff. So we probably want to buy a couple of things here. We used all our Phoenix Downs in the last adventure. A plumed hat, a shuriken, sprint shoes we don't need. Shrunken are good to have. You'll see why shortly here. See you around. Are you a traveler too? The Empire has set up camp just beyond the forest to the east. So Shadow has joined our party. We first met Shadow in South Figaro before the scenarios at the bar there. So if you didn't meet him there, you would name him right here. So let's go ahead and check what he's equipped with. Optimal, plumed hat, ninja gear, left hand empty, relics none. We'll give him a relic. Knight's code. He can cover Sabin. Not that we'll probably need that, because Sabin's usually pretty buffed up there. So some weird dude. So if you touch the stove, it hurts. Guy's a little weird. So let's see if there's anything else we could buy for Shadow here. I don't believe so. Nope. You could buy Shadow Scrolls and Invisibility Scrolls. So he said that there is a path to the east. So we should go and check that out. So if you remember, Sabin has the Blitz command. Shadow has his dog, Interceptor. So when we reach this forest here, we're poisoned, aren't we? So I'm actually going to move Sabin to the back row and Shadow to the back row because their main power is through their abilities, not their weapons. So here is our location. Gotta run from this fight here. So here is our location. So we want to go ahead here and pitch a tent to make sure we are fully healed up. So Shadow can leave you at any time in this scenario. He usually won't, but if he ever does and you don't want him to, just go back to your save point. So here we are at the Imperial Camp. So there is Kefka. We haven't seen him since Figaro. So Kefka is threatening the soldiers. So their soldiers are storming Doma Castle. And here we meet the Knights Swordsman of Doma, Cyan, a noble warrior of a foreign land, a faithful retainer to the Lord and Master. He fears not even death. Cyan. He is one of my favorite characters in Final Fantasy VI. So I'm going to leave his name the same. You can feel free to set it whatever you want. So we are now in control of Cyan. So we go to equip. You can see what he's equipped with, and you can set him as optimal. I am Cyan, retainer to the King of Doma. Ready thine axe. So we're going to fight the captain here. This guy's actually not that hard. You do Bushido and do Rapid. This guy will fall pretty quick. Even though Cyan's never met you, you have access to your items in his inventory, should you need them. Got a black belt. Captain has been defeated. Retreat. So we saw that little cutscene there, and we are back in control of Sabin and Shadow. We walked right through that soldier somehow. There. So sure. So Imperial soldier and Magatech armor. Not too difficult to take out here. Sabin's Blitz comes in handy. And then the last guy, you can just attack him. Always search out all the tents. They have all kinds of good stuff. Nice friendly dog. So you want to go ahead and kick the treasure chest. And you alerted the dog's attention, who, even though we just talked to, decides wants to attack us. RL, down, up. Oops, I messed that up. That's alright. So sometimes when Interceptor blocks Shadow's attacks, the attack's done to Shadow, the Interceptor will attack back. Obtained a star pendant. Put those on Sabin. And we meet General Leo. General Leo seems like a pretty chill dude. So Kefka's gonna poison the water. We have to fight Kefka. So Kefka's not very difficult. Just hit him up with your attacks. He'll run off. So Kefka's split. So first thing you want to do before you talk to him is check out in the rooms. And of course, do our little healing game. I don't believe there's anything down here. Nope. And up here, same thing. Just do your due diligence. Another fight with Kefka. Do I look like a waiter? So here we fight some Tempests and Imperial soldiers. you can use your Shrunkens on the Imperial soldiers. When Sabin has the black belt attached, he randomly counterattacks, which is super helpful. Between Shrunkens and Blitzes, you can make quick work of these guys. Oops. Interceptor made quick work of that guy. So Kefka has poisoned the water. People are passing out. Poison. So the king, we must tell the king. The king drank the poison. The king has perished. So the next thing you want to do, after you witness the king's passing, is go back to your room. And you will see an unfortunate sight. We learn of the passing of his wife and their son. This is not possible. This cannot be happening. So Cyan is very upset and very angry. So here we come across Cyan, but I can't go back anymore. Okay. So Cyan is now in our party, but not controllable. He packs a nice punch. He's in rage mode, so he's very upset, so he's very strong. Alright, we got through that. Knock through that one guy. So there's just one soldier and one officer left. Alright, looks like we've been caught up. Ah, there's some Magatech armor. We got our hands on some Magatech armor. So Magatech armor versus Magatech armor. Naturally, of course, theirs are cooler than ours. Picked up a high potion. We got hit with a back attack. We'll heal up Cyan here. Thunderbeam. All right. All right. So we have got through the Imperial Camp. So let's go ahead here and pitch a tent. So let's save. All right. So now that we have Cyan in our party, you have a 1 in 16 chance of Shadow leaving your party. So don't worry about that too much. If you are worried about it and you want to keep him in your party, you can kill Shadow in the fights, then he won't leave if he's dead. So we're going to go ahead here and head south down to the Phantom Forest. Here is the Phantom Forest. So what you want to do here is take the upper right exit every time. It's a maze, but it's really not that difficult to get through. Ghosts are a bit of a pain here. They cast fire, so you got to take these guys out pretty quick. So Aura Cannon works really well here. So do Shurinkens, but you don't get that many of them. So the upper right path every time. Here is a recovery well. Spring. If you ever get beat up pretty hard, you can just come back to that one. Aura Cannon's a good one to use on ghosts. Takes them out pretty quick. So again, just following the path. The upper right every time. And it will eventually bring you to the next spot. Pop-ums are not very hard to take out. The ghosts are the ones you have to watch out for. So the upper right corner, again, and we come across a train. There could be survivors. Let's look inside. So here we are, inside the train. So while you're here on the train, Shadow will never scoot off on you. The Phantom Train. So this is the Phantom Train. It carries the souls to their next destination. So we're going to try and stop this train. The first thing you want to do before you make your way forward is to go to the caboose. These guys aren't very hard, though they do cast gravity, which halves your hit points. All right. Do you want to bring a ghost along? Sure. So we talk to the conductor. Obtained a tent. So let's go ahead and pitch our tent. So there's a timetable here on the train. There is no time. And if you want to see a funny scene. Alright, so after we've done that... Oh wait, I forgot to save. That would be smart, wouldn't it? Alright, so we've got our party here. Let's start making our way forward on the train. So if you already have a ghost, you can only bring one with you. So we are ready to start moving forward. talk to these ghosts. Here, you'll get experience. Or some will even sell you things. There's a 75% chance you'll fight one ghost, 25% chance you'll fight 3. So let's see what this guy sells. Could use some antidotes. A couple more high potions. A couple green cherries, because you do get imped. I like to keep roughly 10 of each. What do you think, 3 or 1? 1. Here's 3, which is always a good fight. Try to do Fang. Took care of that guy. Ghosts are a bit of a pain. Alright. You can't bring any more ghosts along than you already got. You can only bring 1. No, thank you. They all sell basically the same stuff. I recommend fighting as many of the ghost fights as you can, because you get free experience. Ah, that's right, we already have too many ghosts. You come in this room, you get trapped in. But it's alright, more experience. Nice. This guy sells the same stuff. So while this seems repetitive, it's all about the experience, folks. So let's take a second here to heal up. Alright, so we got through that. Let's take the opportunity to shop for some more potions here. Get up to 20. Alright, so once you've gotten through those ghosts, you gotta talk to this guy to get back out. But it's just another ghost fight. Again, it's all about the experience here. You want to end this fight quick. Just do Fang, Throw, Blitz, Raging Fist. Shadow, Cyan, and Sabin will all take out one ghost. Super quick. Shuken, dead. Fang, dead. And Blitz, defeated. If you come in this room and you don't want to fight all the ghosts, you don't have to. Just turn back around, talk to the ghost, and you'll go back out. See, we're back outside. And you will see that this happens. So the only way to go is up, but there's nowhere to go. They're gonna get us. Yahoo! Alright. So we got away from those ghosts. What you want to do first is see if there's anywhere to go backwards. Always check every car. There is not. If you possess a guy with a ghost, you will kill the guy instantly, but you'll lose the ghost. Alright. So since that ghost did pass away, we did lose it. But it's alright, we may come across another. They're still following us. So we have to detach the rear car. By doing so, hopefully we stopped those ghosts from following us. Let's hope. And if we open this, our pathway opens to continue. So let's go ahead here and save. And continuing on. More ghost fights. Single ghosts are 2 hits. Sure. So we got another ghost. Again, the ghost fights are all randomized. 75% chance of fighting 1 ghost, 25% chance of fighting 3. Continuing on to the next car. This is the restaurant car. Yep, so we're going to have a seat. This is optional, you don't have to do this. So, Sabin's going to eat the food. Cyan's warning not to mess with Sabin. HP and MP restored. Status effects removed. So we get to come in here, and it heals you up. What you want to do next is continue around, but then come back inside the car. Get the treasure chest. Earring. Doesn't really help us right now because nobody knows magic, but save it. You'll see why we'll need that in a little while. Bombs. First time fighting these guys. So these guys are a bit on the tricky side. You have to kill them quick enough, or they detonate. A stronger attack usually takes care of them. As you can see, there we go. So what we want to do is go inside. Look out! Again, like I said, we want to keep searching out all the cars. While you can pass some of them, you're better off just visiting them because you get the experience. So let's go in here. And we meet a face. Siegfried, the greatest swordsman in the world. So here is a pseudo-boss fight. This guy's very easy. He only has 100 hit points. Just throw a shuriken at him. And Fang. And Blitz. And one of them will kill him. It's not a real fight. We run into Siegfried a couple of times throughout Final Fantasy VI. And there you go. All you get for that is a measly green cherry. He's a treasure hunter. Alright, well, you could, that's, again, that little optional pseudo fight there. Just keep taking care of the ghosts. We already have a ghost in our party. Obtained a tent. So continuing along. You can fight those ghost fights over again if you want to. And we're moving closer to the front of the train. See, that's what happens, self-destruct. It's gonna kill my ghost. But that's alright. Alright, let's do a heal up. Actually, there's probably a save point in one of these rooms. Actually, I think there was something. Was there one in here? Nothing. I thought there might have been a hidden passageway. More ghosts. They're stuck behind. Take these guys out quick here. Gonna have to heal up after this. Alright, let's talk to our ghost friend. Single ghost. So we'll just attack him. Again, 2 hits will kill a single ghost. So don't worry about blitzes or throwing anything. Only save those for the 3 fights. Monster in a box. So we come across an apparition. So these guys have about 1,500 hit points, so it's best to take them out as quick as you can. Doesn't take that long. It does cast spells, but they're relatively weak. Do your best to keep everybody alive. Using high potions or elixirs, whatever you need. And there you go. Falls pretty quick. You get a hyper wrist for your troubles. Phoenix down, Sniper Eye. So Sniper Eyes are a good relic. As you can see, Scopers lock onto the target, ensuring physical attacks never miss. So I usually give the Sniper Eye to our boy Cyan, along with a Hyper Wrist and a Sniper Eye. Alright, with that said, let's move on. We are coming up on the locomotive, so you know what that means, folks. With the save point before, you know something's always going to happen. So let's go ahead here and save. And see if we can stop this train. To stop the train, shut the first and third pressure valves, then throw the switch located by the smokestack. So the first and third, so you want the blue one down, the red one down, and the switch is by the smokestack. So, alright, so now what we have to do is go ahead here and hit the smokestack. So stop the train. Or not. It's a boss fight. This is the Phantom Train. One of the cooler fights. We're being chased by a train. And you know, we can run. So, the train casts this thing called Diabolic Whistle, which is a royal pain sometimes. So just start targeting him as soon as you get go. Fang, throw whatever Shadow has. And then just use your high potions and stuff to heal. Sabin's stuck in berserk mode. He's doing pretty good in berserk mode though. So the Phantom Train only has about 1,900, like 2,000 hit points. There you go. beat it pretty quick. Just like I said, throw everything you got at it and use high potions to heal. It'll fall pretty quick. And then we have completed the Phantom Train. The Phantom Battle Train drops a tent for you, which is good. So we have arrived at our destination, but where are we is the question. What's going on here? Souls are boarding the train. It's Cyan's wife and son. Cyan knocks us off in his urgency to get to his wife and son. And we get say his goodbyes. So once you regain control, you can talk to Cyan. He won't say anything. And the game will move on. So here you are, south of the Phantom Forest, and we want to go ahead and pitch a tent. So next up, got to continue on our adventure here, is the, go this way here, the Barren Falls. So Cyan, not Cyan, Shadow leaves your party here. So what I recommend you do is remove him of everything he had, because he takes it with him. So what I recommend you do is give Sabin the ninja gear. Brings his defense up a little bit. Cave to Barren Falls. This must be Barren Falls. We could head there. So we're going to head to the Veld. And Shadow's like, hard nope, I am not jumping into a waterfall. So it's just the two of us now. Here we go. Once you do this, there's no going back. And of course, as you jump down a waterfall, you're going to get attacked. Because, in real life, when you do this kind of stuff will happen. None of these fights pose really they're not that tough. Just keep doing Blitz and Fang. And healing as if you need to. Once you get to the boss, use Aura Cannon if you want. Oh, I screwed up that one. Messed up my Blitz command. I love Blitz, it's awesome, but it's a pain if you forget. You get so used to just pressing A. And we'll take out this fish. After you fight enough of them, this guy, Rhizopas, appears. He's like the pseudo-boss. Just keep doing fangs and attacks and blitzes on him. You can do Aura Cannon if you'd like. Either one works, that or Raging Fist. Or Pummel, as they called it in Final Fantasy III. They both do basically the same. This guy only has like 700 or so hit points, so he falls pretty quick. I did it again. There we go. We have beat Rhizopas. And as you beat Rhizopas, we come to the end of the Barren Falls. We come across a wholesome little boy. A youth draped in monster hides, his eyes shining with a warm and gentle light. This is Gau, or Gau. However you want to pronounce it, Gau, Gau. I call him Gau. So we made it to the Veld. Alright. So, here is the Veld. Now where we want to head here is the northeast corner. And when you do that, we'll reach the village of Mobliz. So let's just follow along the path up to Mobliz. Now there's a strong chance you're going to run into Gau on the Veld here. If you do, that's okay. I'll show you what to do about it. Here's Gau. There's nothing you can do about him yet, for him yet, so just attack him and he'll run off. But don't worry, we'll see him again. So when we arrive here at Mobliz, a little village on the Veld, first thing you want to do is hit up the armor and weapon shops. So the only real weapon here is for Cyan, and that is the Kotetsu, which is a really good weapon. So you can go ahead and get that for him. If you use a Genji glove, I recommend getting 2, but since I don't have the Genji glove, it's alright. Mithril claws here. Not sure we actually need. Let's see here. What did Sabin have? He had metal knuckles. So let's go ahead and switch the Ashura to the Kotetsu and make sure he's set for optimal. Let's go over to the armor shop. Is there an elixir in this clock? There is not. So we need to buy a bunch of things here. What you want to do is buy from the armor shop. We want to buy the couple of things for Edgar. So we'll be coming to help him back in our party soon. So the iron helm, the iron armor, super good for Edgar. What we need to do now is sell a couple of things to get us money for that, so we can get rid of the Ashura, the kunai, the iron helm we need, obviously. Don't sell an earring, you need the earring. The Knight's Code, you can sell this if you want. It's not the greatest. So we got that. I suggest you get 2 Magus hats, one for Terra, one for Celeste. You'll see why in a little bit. And then, what else do they have here? That's pretty much it. So that's pretty much it. So you recommend what you need to do now is go to the item shop, which you have to find here. There it is. Welcome. So you need at least one dried meat to proceed through the game here, and you'll find out why that is shortly. Again, restock on whatever else you need. I'm good on stuff here. So now, once you're good on what you need, it's time to return to the Veld. But I'm going to go ahead here and stay at the inn. Actually, do I even need to? Let's see. I do not. I have potions. So let's go ahead here and return to the Veld. Let's go ahead and use some potions. I love the Veld's music. So what you want to do is navigate around the Veld until we get into a fight and we need Gau to come back. When Gau comes back, you want to use the dried meat on him. Here's Gau. He'll pretty much come back almost every fight. So go ahead and use the dried meat on Gau. And we learn about Gau. He'll join our party after this little cute cutscene. Thou. So Gau has something he wants to show us. So, let's talk a little bit about Gau. He is two things. He's either crazy strong or totally useless. It's up to you. If you like him and you want him to be a permanent member of your party, fight around on the Veld and learn some of his rages. I personally don't use Gau ever, so you'll learn more about that here. To use Leap, he leaps inside of a monster and learns his techniques. And you lose him for a few. After you fight, he'll come back, join your party after another fight, and you'll have the command he learned through Rage. It's great if you want to build up Gau and use it. He can be really strong, but I don't know. I personally don't ever use him. Alright, so next thing we want to do is head towards Crescent Mountain. which you can see it down on the bottom of the Veld. So let's go ahead here and throw down a quick save and head down towards Crescent Mountain, which is right here. Here is Crescent Mountain Cave. So Gau has his shiny thing hidden here, but where it is, he has to give it to us. So, in this part, just keep it linear. Because if you do something wrong, Gau costs you like 500 gold. There it is. The shiny treasure. Let's just breathe underwater. Alright, so this is the Serpent Trench, the next part in our playthrough of Sabin's scenario. But we need to jump through it to meet up with the others. Alright, so let's go. Gau's like, what am I, crazy? So you have choices here. It'll give you choices. If you go right every time, you'll get treasures. Actinins, we're going to take these guys out. Just use whatever rages Gau has. I mean, he's so weak. Concentrate your main attacks with Sabin and Cyan. These guys will fall pretty quick. Gau's first rage usually causes him to go berserk, which makes him have a good physical attack, which I just use that every time. So we're going to go right here. More of these guys. A back attack this time. You know what, we'll fight. Just keep doing blitzes. These guys all fall pretty quick. So let's pick up this X potion, which is why we send it right. Every time you hit an entranceway, you get a direction way. Just go right. Just leave it on right. And deal with the fights, as you come across them. Two down. Two to go. Actinins. Alright, so when you arrive at the second little cave, take a minute here to use some potions if you need them. Step on this here. And get the treasure box right up here, which contains a green beret. Come through this door. And back into the Serpent Trench. So at this point, there are no more direction controls, I don't believe. We are at the end of the Serpent Trench. And we arrive at the village of Nikeah. And here we are. So there is a guy on a ship. Before we do anything, what we want to do is go up to the weapon and relic shops, which are over here. This is like a touristy area here. So the armor shops is very unimpressive. Not a whole lot there of help, but they do have a silk robe, which is good for Terra and Celeste. So we want to go ahead and buy those. The weapon shop, again, very unimpressive. Nothing here that we can actually afford. But I do want to get the Mithril Spear for Edgar. So that is the only thing that's useful here. The item shop has much of the normal stuff. But one thing they do sell that is different here, and it is good to get your hands on, are some smoke bombs if you want them. It allows the party to escape from a battle. So I don't personally buy them because I don't like to run from a fight unless it's a back fight or I have to. Otherwise, when you're done with Nikeah, there is actually, you know what? Let's hit up the inn. I think there's probably something we can check in here if I remember right. Cyan gets hit on by a dancer. Alright. We learn about Gau there, just we don't know it yet. So, after that, pub, let's see if we can find the inn. Forget where it is, it's around somewhere. There it is. Typical of most inns in Final Fantasy. If you find a clock, there is usually an elixir in the clock at the inn. Always good to have. Don't worry about staying at the inn because we are coming to the end of this scenario. So the next thing we want to do, and the last thing, is go talk to the guy on the ship. This ferry's bound for South Figaro. Hop aboard. So, once you do that, you have completed Sabin's scenario in Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster, Final Fantasy III in the United States. Narshe is just a stone's throw away. One of the others have arrived safely. So depending on which scenarios are left, you may be done, you may be not. The three groups have arrived at Narshe and a decisive battle is about to unfold. So that's it for this playthrough video of Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster. We played through Sabin's scenario. As always, if you have any questions, please drop a comment down below, and I will do my best to get it answered. If you need any other kind of help with any Final Fantasy game, as always, let me know, because I absolutely love Final Fantasy. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. As always, please click the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to have new and exciting content coming soon. Thanks a lot, everybody, and I will see you around. Keep on gaming.